In order to save her son from a rare disease, a single mom works 10 jobs a day, even as a lowly cleaning lady. However, when she accidentally sees a murder at work, she panics and hides in a corner, covering her mouth for fear of making a sound. But the sudden ringing of her cell phone alerts the gang, and Mira turns it off in a panic. But one of them finds her and brings her to the gang leader, Bill. A scared Mina pleads with Bill to let her go and promises to keep her mouth shut. Seeing that Bill is about to silence her, in order to save her life, Mina says that she is a cleaner and can clean up the scene, and tells Bill that the blood can't be removed if it penetrates the floor, and needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, and her words seem to have impressed Bill. Mina then proceeded to clean up the scene. A former doctor, she uses her expertise to clean up the scene without leaving a trace. But Bill didn't seem intent on letting her off easy. In the car, Mina asked Bill to let her go, but the cold Bill did not say a word, and then asked Mina where she lived. Afraid of hurting her son, Mina directly pulled open the door and jumped down. Bill pulls over to the side of the road and chases after Mina in her direction. However, upon seeing a police officer patrolling ahead, Bill could only give up the chase. But when she returned home, she found a pistol on the table. Realizing the danger, she panicked and ran towards her son's room. At that moment, Bill was sitting down, and in order to keep her son from being frightened, Mina signaled him to go outside and have a chat. Learning that she hadn't called the police, Bill didn't intend to give her a hard time and left after warning her to forget what had happened that day. But how could she not realize that the man who was killed was none other than the boyfriend of her sister next door and was also an undercover agent lurking in the gangs? Looking at the loss of her son's painful woman, fear and guilt occupied her uneasy heart, but her son is seriously ill. But it is difficult for Mina to choose, and ultimately her conscience still drove her to the police station. But she doesn't realize that Bill is at the police station.